Hi, and welcome to Makeup Mugwump. My name is Leanne. Thank you so much for joining me. There's my bunny corn. This is my hair. All right, let's get ready. Let's do it. It's morning. I'm going to express my distaste for daylight saving time. Just in general, I don't like it. Anything that robs me of sleep, I don't like it at all. All right, I've done my skincare, and let's get some primer on. I'm currently using the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer Mist. I got this a while ago, and it smells good. And check that on. I don't know that it does much, but I also don't know that this does much either. This is the Dior Dior Skin Forever and Everywhere. It's old as the hills, and we're going to use her up because we paid a lot of money for her. So we're going to use her. It's like a lotion primer, just like a lotiony primer. It feels nice. It smells nice. And yeah, I haven't noticed, any specific advantages, like it doesn't fill in pores or anything like that. It makes me a little bit glowy, and it is a lovely scent and feel. I don't really have much of a problem with foundations lasting on me, so I can't say, oh, this extends the wear of the foundation. I don't really have that problem. If a foundation doesn't wear well on me, it's typically I'm done with the foundation, or I start mixing it with other foundations. I don't know. I like a primer to just help my skin get ready for what I'm about to put on top. That's what I do. Okay, I am gonna do, almost forgot. I've got the Josie Maran illuminating stuff, and I use my new little AOA jar to put it in. It was in a foil packet, super messy, and so I just used my new little jar. These little jars are so cute, and I'll just use a little spatula to get it out, and then we'll look like the Tin Man, and I'm so excited about it. Just a little screw top lid. It's clear so you can see what's in it. I love that. I love it. I like a foil packet of things, especially if it allows me to use it day after day. This is going to be like a couple of weeks worth, because you don't need very much of this. And so in that foil packet, with the opening getting gross, and it's having to prop it up so nothing runs out, it would be a mess, but it would also be, I would probably throw it out before I was done with it, and I got the use out of it that I wanted to. But with this, there you go. Also, I have seen, and it didn't occur to me to use it myself, and I don't know why until like recently, the little contact cases, like those are very inexpensive, and they come free usually when you get one of the big things of contacts if you wear them. If you don't, just order them. But I was like, that's a great idea to keep a small amount of product fresh. It's like a little screw top lid, and then you have two sides. I know folks, when they travel, sometimes they'll put their foundation, their foundation in it, or like eye cream, or they don't have to bring a jar with them or whatever. That's a good idea. I don't do that, but it's a good idea. But it's also a great idea to use it, at the house. Okay, I've been shaking because I haven't used them in a long time. This is the AOA Studio Pro Wear Full Coverage Foundation from Shop Miss A. These little bad boys, I think, are $1.55. And it's a little squeezy tube. Very, very convenient packaging. But they are $1.55, and then a portion of that cost goes to an animal charity. And I have two shades. I have porcelain and ivory. Ivory's a little darker than porcelain. I mixed the two of them together, I believe. So they're, oh, look. There they are. And I just wanted to use these again. I hadn't used them in a while. I just pulled them from my drawer of doom, which is foundations that I'm like, okay, yeah. And then I chuck them in there, and I just don't, I don't go in there often enough. So let's mix those two together. By the way, this little spatula came with a Korean, I think, cleansing balm that I got from Yes Style, I believe. And I saved it after I was done with the balm, because I use it to mix things with and also scoop things out with that I don't want to necessarily put my fingers in. It's like, okay, we'll use this. And it works really well. Just, that's where that came from. It lives in a little whiskey shot glass on my vanity with Q-tips. There you go. We're classy over here, but we get her done. Isn't that pretty? This is the second, I think there's another foundation that I have from Shop Miss A too, or AOA Studio specifically. And I think this is the second foundation that they released. But for $1.55, now granted mine's, a few more because I have two different shades, but I bought both shades because I wasn't sure which one I was, and then it really turns out that I'm somewhere in between. Somewhere in between works really well for me. So I just mix them together. This is such a good foundation in general, it's a good foundation. Not necessarily for the price, just it's a good foundation. That's the end of the sentence. For the price, it is an amazing foundation. And so, highly recommend for the price. The website for Shop Miss A has, you may just be like, what? It's like an online dollar store, okay? And you may be like, this can't be real. Yes, it can. And it's great. They're based out of Texas. They have like an actual live. They have a real storefront. Like they have an actual store, I think in Dallas, that you can go in. One day I will make it there. Because I am such a fan of their business model. They have skincare now, all of it made in Korea. I mean, I'm sorry, for $1.77, I think their skincare is, or $1.88. So less than $2 for Korean skincare. That is amazing. They are clean. A lot of their stuff is vegan. It is just, it's all cruelty free. Like they give a good amount to charity. They've got a couple of charities that they support, and they'll tell you if the product is more than $1, on their original line stuff, it supports a charity. But when you go to buy the item, it'll tell you which charity. There's one for education, and then there's another one for animals. I think it's animal shelters, but it's their Paw Paw line, like Paw Paw, and it's just amazing. Their sponges are amazing. Anyway, I just love it, and I haven't used this foundation in a while, and I wanted to tell you about it in case you are a foundation fiend like I am, and you love trying new foundations, and you haven't found, the end-all be-all holy grail for, I don't think I'll ever have a holy grail foundation, because I enjoy trying foundations so much. I have several that I love, but I've never been like, and I'm going to stop. I will never stop foundations. I just can't. I love it so much. It's my favorite step of makeup is putting on foundation, because I love the idea that whatever's going on my face, that I can hide it. That doesn't make sense. It's not hide it. It's that I can start fresh. Like, nobody has to know. I just struggle with, I have all my life. I've had freckles and redness. It's my genetics. It's who I am. So it's my whole life that, it's not that, gosh, now we're getting philosophical on me, but it's the truth. Like I love the idea of being able to have beautiful skin. Listen, now she's gonna throw a fit. Have beautiful skin and start afresh every day. I love it. Highly recommend this. If you haven't checked out Shop Miss A, they do run specials where, I say specials, but they run like every month or so. they do shipping for $1, right? Like, so anything you buy, your shipping is $1 total. And that's usually when I order, is if I can get like a deal like that, or they have like 25% off or something like that. I just signed up for their little emails and I have not regretted it. They aren't crazy with their emails like some places are, but they'll, you know, or on Instagram or whatever, follow them. And when they have, now their shipping is reasonable every day. It's just that I like getting a deal. And I like getting a deal at the dollar store. I know I'm insane. But it is, it's really tempting for me to go put a few things in my cart and buy if the shipping is $1 and not like $4. But they have reasonable shipping. And I think they have free shipping at either $30 or $35, which at a dollar store is a lot of stuff. So a lot of times, unless I am like, there's a new launch of a lot of things that I want to try, I'm never able to get that. With this last order that I did, which I hauled on my channel, I did a Shop and Stay haul on skincare. I got enough, but it's rare that I would get enough to get free shipping because I don't need that many products at one time. Anyway, okay, we use the Revolution Conceal and Define in C4, and then Revlon Candid for eye primer, and got that all slammed on my face. Let's use something we hadn't used in a hot second on this channel. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Palette in 20, and it's got just, you know, cream stuff. Let's use some cream stuff today. And I'm absolutely fascinated. This matte highlighter, it's absolutely fascinating to me that I didn't even think about such a thing before, but it's beautiful. This is Sephora 56, and I use it a lot for foundation, but it fits perfectly into these pans. Do not worry, darling. We will blend, darling. I got a lot, darling. Hold on. Keep your foundation brush handy, because you're gonna need it when you smear too much on. There we go. Y'all know how I do. Okay. I like this little palette. I like a lot of, like, it's all in one. It doesn't even look like much. In real life, it actually does. Like, I actually do have, it's on there. It's just a subtle shadow. It's pretty though, isn't it? Okay, let's powder. Yesterday, or the day before, I can't remember when, I tried the Bare Minerals Illuminating Veil under my eyes with this concealer. It did not look good. So today, let's try the Pat McGrath under eye setting powder for that, because the other combo, no working. We'll see if that makes me look like a hag. We'll see. Set the lids. And the eyebrows, because I forget sometimes whenever I'm doing my whole face. I don't know why, I just forget why are we holding the brush like this? Because it's my left hand. And I am a 4-year-old. Okay, there we go. Still trying to use up my Makeup Revolution, whatever. Powder foundation is what it's called. Y'all, this is like, it's falling apart, the whole thing. We're a hot mess over here, but that's okay. Okay. If I wanted like a whole lot of coverage from a powder foundation, I would use like a puff, like either my Blendiful or like a velour puff or whatever, to press in the powder foundation, and that would give me even more coverage. but I'm okay on coverage today. That AOA Studio Pro Wear is beautiful for coverage. It is really, really pretty. Okay, there's that. I mentioned already, that is a good sign. I mentioned I'm itching in videos a lot. Don't worry, it stops. It's just, there's something about first putting on stuff that I get, and it's not like, I'm sorry for the noise. It's not crazy. It's just that it's always around my mouth or my nose, and it's just itchy. That's all for a little while, and then it stops. Okay, there's the base, and I think it looks good. I think it looks really good. Okay, let's do brows real quick. I've picked back up my IT Cosmetics Brow Power in Universal Taupe because I want to use it again. We'll use the brow gel that I love so much over it, but I'd like to use this up. I've got some gray hairs in my brows. I love it. We're getting Gandalf brows, and I'm all for it. I know that like some folks do not, and you may be one of these people, you don't love when when you get gray hairs, you're not a fan of it, and that's perfectly fine. You do you, whatever works for you. I am of the camp that I really like my gray hair, probably because for most of my life, my adult life, folks always assume that I'm younger than I am. And so any physical indication that I am an old hag is welcome. So I've got a lot of gray hairs, and I'm super stoked. Also, I did not mention, I was talking about in a previous video about how I was looking forward to all the things after I get my vaccine and I'm able to like live some, And I neglected to mention probably one of the best things that I'm looking forward to, and that is going to get my colorist to actually do my hair, because I've been on the struggle bus myself with no, I've not used any lightener for the last over a year since we've been home, and I am looking forward to someone working on my hair, like somebody else washing it, somebody else, like, the whole thing. But specifically, I cannot wait to get my hair lightened. Now, I am someone that I react to, my scalp reacts to lighteners pretty severely. So I have stopped getting my hair lightened to my actual scalp because I can't handle it. Like, I just can't. My scalp can't handle it. This is the Kimchi Chic Sailor Contour in 03 Chocolate is what I just used. So I don't love that, and I will, what my colorist does is she will lighten and then blend in my roots to the color. This is Kimchi Chic Sailor Blush in 01 Pinky, and I swirl them together. So I will always have a dark root, like always, because I used to, when I first got it done, we would bleach all the way to my scalp. I had another colorist then because I lived in a different state, and bleach all the way to my scalp, and then I would be hurting for many days, and it would be terrible. So we tried different combinations of different, additives to it, and trying all the things. It did not work. And so the solution is I can't. I'm not going to go through that again. It's incredibly painful. It's dangerous. And so I'm not going to do it anymore. But I'll always have dark roots, which is fine with me. Like, I don't care. It's beautiful. Okay. That's Becca Oak for highlighter, darling. And then we'll spray our face. But I am so looking forward to someone else doing my hair. I cannot wait. This is the Milani Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. terrible smell, but it's not a very pleasant smell. So I'm going to spray the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist on top. That is an amazing smell. Oh, and somebody mentioned when I was talking about my dragon talon feet that they're looking forward to a pedicure. I am also looking forward to a pedicure. I want a pedicure. I want like the full spa experience. I also go to, or I was going to a massage therapist, and I'm looking forward to her beating me up again. I'm going to do all that. I cannot wait. There's a lot of services in my state that completely shut down and are still shut down, but even though they're open, I haven't gone to them because I haven't had a vaccine yet. I think tier 4 for my state, which is where I am, will be next week, and then we have to wait to get an appointment until it's actually open. So it may be a few more weeks before I even get my first one. So we're still several weeks out for me specifically to get anything, to get my second, or if I get the 2, and you don't get to choose here. So you walk in and it's either the 1 dose or the 2 dose, they put it in your arm. So I don't get to choose. So it may be several more weeks, but that, we're on that. We're getting there. We are getting there. And I am super stoked about that because, I'm just looking forward to all the things, as I'm sure everyone is. I'm just so excited, but yes, a pedicure. Hallelujah. Please, someone get these dragon talons good. Okay, there is my base. I am glowy and gorgeous. This is beautiful. Can you even $1.55 foundation? Like this is the setting sprays or drugstore. This is gorgeous. It's absolute. Look at that. I don't even want to put anything else on. Yes, I do. I'm just so happy that I'm pretty. Somebody else commented. Let me talk about this comment because I can't with this comment. Mean in a good way. So I have someone who's been watching for quite a while, and she commented that she likes how I say that I'm pretty today, or that this looks really pretty on me, and I have to tell you that is something that I have learned very, very recently, is that my attractiveness, what I think is pretty, is not associated with a number on a scale. It has nothing to do with how much I weigh. It's pretty and fat aren't opposites of one another. That may be like, you're like, yeah, Leanne. But for the little girl that still lives in here, they are opposite of one another. Those words, you can't be fat and pretty. And if you've ever been overweight in your life or underweight, if you've ever been taller than people, shorter than people, darker than people, lighter than people, like if there's ever been a thing, which I think lives in all of us, that you aren't some sort of standard, which no one is, by the way, but you aren't some sort of standard, that somehow that makes you not pretty, not beautiful. And I have learned in my elderly age that that's not true. So if you haven't today, tell you, say it out. I am pretty. I'm beautiful. I'm gorgeous. Look at this. Like, I'm pretty. I absolutely am. And I am being creative with makeup, and I love to do it. It brings me such joy just to use it. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. Y'all have seen some looks on this channel that have looked crazy, and I've enjoyed it because it was a lot of fun and it washes off at the end of the day. But that it's something that makes me, if I passed by a mirror, hubba, like I love it. If I saw someone who had beat their face, I'm going to tell them, I say if, because I don't really leave the house, but you know what I'm saying? You look beautiful. That is, like, look at you. That is the kind of energy that I want here, and that I am here, and that I want you to have in your life. Like, this is, We're beautiful. We are absolutely stunning. It has nothing to do with any number on any scale or any size of clothing or none of that. None of it matters. Truly, none of it matters. Okay. So also you should try to meet a man online because they can't see you. I'm just kidding. Make them fall in love with you without actually seeing you, and then it doesn't matter what you look like because you've already caught him. That's how I got Mr. Mugwump. He's gorgeous, right? Like he's probably listening from the other room. Hey, honey. He is absolutely stunningly gorgeous, and I lucked out on the lottery there. He could have also been a troll under a bridge, and it didn't matter because I fell in love with his heart and who he is than what he looked like. I just happened to win the lottery on what he looked like. He, on the other hand, I'm kidding. I will tell, as I do my eyeshadow, let me tell you a story. And I'm trying to decide which eyeshadow I want to do today. Okay, I've now decided. We're going to go all out because I'm wearing this top. By the way, this top is something else, isn't it? I have a lot of new eyeshadow palettes, so I was deciding which one to use. And it's actually one that it's new to me, but it's the last of the Revlon So Fierce palettes that Mr. Mugwump got me for Valentine's Day. But look at the colors and look at what I'm wearing today. Yeah, pretty sure that's going to be it. So this is the Big Bang. That fuchsia is what's going to go in that orange. We're doing a crazy eye today. I didn't know we were going to, but here we are. Anyway, let me tell you a story while I do my eye makeup about me and my confidence in Mr. Mugwump. So Mr. Mugwump and I met on a video game that we both played. We both had played for that's the other dog, less than a year, I guess, when we met each other. And when you meet each other in the video game that we played, you don't actually see each other at all. You're not like you're an avatar in a game playing, right? So we began to chat in the game back and forth, and in this game, Mr. Mugwump was a much higher level than I was, and we started hanging out and going places in the game with some other friends. And it was a normal interaction. Like in this game is where you're anonymous because no one knows who you really are. You're not, you don't use your real name, and you're a character in a video game, and you're playing, and there's lots of fun. But there's the game specifically, you can spend, hours and hours and hours every week playing and interacting with other people, or you can, be alone. In this game, I was interacting with specific people, not too many, but I had made some friends, and one of the people that I made a friend with was a mutual friend of Mr. Mugwump. That's how we met. We were introduced by someone else, and played for quite a while. And I think that what that did for me, and him probably, I can't really speak for him, but I think it did, is that it allowed us to really get to know each other's personality, and without any visual, without any, I was not nervous. I was just me, because I was not, I could look like an actual hag sitting in my pajamas, interacting with him. And by the way, I was on the video game to find someone, just FYI. It just happened. But that he was himself, and that's what I fell in love with, is who he is, not what he looks like, and vice versa. So I'm so grateful that that's a thing, because I don't know that if we had met any other way that I would have, I'm me, but I don't know. I just don't know that we would have actually met. Besides the fact we lived about 1,000 miles apart, but you know what I mean. Okay, I put Pink above the crease, orange in the crease. Why not? Let's put a little bit of the dark color. It's like a kind of a weird brown. Let's use it. Y'all, these Revlon So Fierce palettes are everything. I love them so much. Every single one has been a winner. And I hope they come out with more because they are so good. Their color combinations are interesting as well. But they're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. All right, I want more orange. I think. Just tucking that into the socket. These build up if you want them to. You can go ham, and I'll put the light color on the lid here, and I'll show you with. I don't know if this is a duochrome or not. So anyway, this is in the crease. No, this is in the transition. This is really tucked into the socket, and then there's the little bit of outer corner. It's not much, but we're gonna put this on the lid. I look like a Mardi Gras, don't I? Yes, I do. Isn't that pretty? This is just an interesting quad as far as shades go. Why not look interesting? I don't know that it's a duochrome, but it's an interesting, it's a gold essentially, but it's like a greeny gold, but not a, I don't know. This one's a little bit different. I think out of all of the color combinations, this is the one that is the most different, unique. This one may not be the one that you pick up because you don't know how you would wear it. I feel you, bro. This is a little bit different. But not different ain't bad. I know. Let's use a glitter. Let's use that. I've got the ColourPop new glitter. Oh, it's under everything. Hang on, let me unearth everything. Uno momento, por favor. Okay. I bought the ColourPop glitters that are like in the little palette. By the way, I looked back. It's 20 bucks for 12 glitters. Okay. I think I'm just going to pop a glitter on top. And I want like a, yes, I think this is the one. Yeah, this is like a weird. Oh yeah, that's it. It's kind of like a fire glitter is how I would describe this one. It's got peach and orange and gold. Yep, that's the one. That's her. You don't need a lot. Like you really, really don't. Like don't go digging your finger in like deep into the ColourPop glitters at least. You don't need a lot. And I just like tap and drag a little bit, like a slight drag. That's what my makeup is like today, a slight drag. I hate this because of the there's like an outside glitter on it. I hate that feeling. Okay, there she is. Now I look stunning. Now I'm gorgeous. I knew I was before, but still really. Glitter makes it even better. This is an interesting one. I don't know if this is for everyone, really. It's for me, but I don't know if everybody would like that or not. You do you, honey. You do you. Okay, let's do at least some inner corner here. And let's use the, we'll use the little Studio Makeup. This is a BoxyCharm thing from a while back. Studio Makeup Endurance Cream Eyeshadow. This is in pink. And it's just a little, it's a Stila dupe kind of thing. And I just put a little bit on and then tap it out with my finger because it's just a little concentrated off of the doe foot. But there you go. It's a beautiful shimmer. It's a perfect way to use your Stila stuff. If it's drying out a little bit, all you need is just a little bit of tap. But if it's drying out, drop some setting spray in it or eye drops and it'll work. Okay, next let's line. And I think I'm going to line with Laura Geller. Oh, we got a little fallout. Hang on. Un momento. And my under eyes are looking cray. What is going? Maybe it's this concealer. Maybe I'm using too much. Anybody have an opinion on how much conceal and define to use? Okay. Use the L'Oreal Telescopic Waterproof. Try not to smear it everywhere. It has such a beautifully slim wand, but I can get this everywhere, from the east to the west. I can get this mascara all over my face. This glitter is really, really pretty. I like a glitter that's like multi-color shimmers. I don't know. Okay. I'll stop right there with the L'Oreal before we smear it everywhere. And then go in with the Fenty. It's such a pretty tube. I don't know why, but it makes me happy. It's also it's not a great big wand, but it's like a football shape wand. It's natural bristle. Easy for me to say. Okay, we're gonna stop there. It's nice. They're not crazy, so that's not like the winning combo, but it's one combo that works just fine. Okay, do I have anything cool for lips? Do I? Oh, I know. Let's use our Bambi little gloss. This is the Bambi Lux. Hold on, what's it called? Luxe Gloss. Sorry, from ColourPop. This came in the Bambi collection that recently launched. It's not super opaque, right? But it's really, really pretty shine. I guess I could put a color underneath. The color of my lips is not a bad color. I mean, I don't hate them. There are some people that like do not like the color of their actual lips, so they put something on, but that gloss is pretty. I'm very dewy, shiny today, so I'm okay with that. That looks nice. There's our eyes. Do you like it? I think I need to, my under eyes are just holding on to concealer like crazy. Huh. I'm gonna try a little bit of a clean up there. Good golly. Wow. Okay. I'm glittery and pretty. Look at that. I love it. Do you love it? I do. Cool. I hope that you enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed getting ready with you. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you liked me and you want to hang out, hit subscribe. Let's hang out together. And we'll do makeup and hauls and have a good time. We'll put glitter on her face. That's tiny. She hardly stays. Anyway, I hope you'll have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much. Bye.